What's up, traders? Cello back again, giving you guys my daily outlook. Happy Friday. It is 6:06 a.m. here, so a bit early. The dollar had news this week, with rate cuts being into play from 4.50% to 4.25. Rate cuts should have dropped the dollar. As you guys can see, we were waiting on the supply tap. We did get a beautiful sell off the supply tap, but then further push-ups. Rate cuts usually weigh on the dollar, but the market's showing us that it's just not about policy. Positioning and supply zones matter as well. So right now, my next bias on the dollar is for the supply zone to get tapped. Like we said on the 17th outlook, if this supply zone did not hold strong, then I was expecting to get this supply zone tap. So I am expecting the dollar to get stronger. So in theory, cause USD pairs to go ahead and drop. Now USD JPY is rising. I did get a stop loss hit on USD JPY, trying to sell at this supply zone, thinking that the dollar would respect that supply zone that we had, which the dollar did, but then I was just slightly too late, and then a nice stop out occurred right after. So right now, the thing that I'm targeting on USD JPY is nothing too much right now. I wish we had some clean demand zones to the bottom side, because I am expecting USD JPY to get a little bit weaker first and then start buying based off the dollar's strength. So nothing much going on USD JPY right now. So for GBP USD, a different look. GBP USD's demand zone did not hold strong, but I also did not take this trade. Now, it did not hold strong because, like I said, the DXY, the dollar did break through supply. Break through supply. So once the DXY does tap into supply, I am expecting GBP USD to go ahead and tap this demand, this sell down and then buy up, breaking the highs of the market to the left side, and then hopefully getting some sells on the dollar pairs. So, on the DXY, and then some buys on the actual dollar pairs. So for GU of next week, or maybe even today, they could come possibly down here. I am expecting to take some buys on GU somewhere in that range. So if we check out Euro USD, also took a stop loss on Euro USD. So like I said, you guys, if you take the 17th outlook, I was expecting the dollar to respect supply just slightly harder than it did. And then as you can see, we got a stop loss hit. So a demand zone did not hold through. So what happens is, once the demand zone gets a close under, then we know price action is bearish. So you can expect sells right after. And as you guys can see, we broke through the demand, they pushed up off the change of character, and then sold down even harder. So don't stress stop loss hits on supply and demand. Just look for the opposite. So in this case, we were bullish on Euro. The Euro USD closed underneath cement demand. We are now bearish. We get a buy up and then a sell down. I'm a little slur mouth right now. I guess it's because it's a bit early. All right, so for Euro USD, I am expecting the dollar to go ahead and push up and get a little bit stronger, to go ahead and tap supply and then see what happens right after. Now for Euro USD, I am expecting this demand zone tap to be hit. This is still into play for me. So let's check the 50% body candle. As you guys can see, this 50% body candle is reacting that this is valid demand. So basically, once the DXY taps demand, the DXY taps supply up in this area right here, then hopefully Euro USD can give us this demand zone tap, create liquidity first. But even if they don't create liquidity, as you guys can see, we already have liquidity created off a trend line. So yeah, create liquidity already created. We are waiting on this Euro USD demand zone tap for a 2 risk to reward. So if we look at USD JPY, USD JPY did hit for a beautiful take profit this week, which I did not take this trade either. So we have a nice buy up and then sell down with supply. USD CAD, I'm sorry, you guys, USD CAD. With this beautiful buy up and then sell down, breaking the lows to the left side of the graph, a nice liquidity sweep, and then the supply zone tap for a beautiful sell off for a 1 to 2. Now USD CAD did get stronger because the dollar did bleed off from supply last week, and after the dollar bled off from supply, the dollar got stronger after Jerome Powell cut rates, and then we pushed up to the top side. So for NZD USD, NZD USD does kind of have something to play out. So we have a buy up and then a sell down, breaking market structure to the left side on the low. Now I did create this supply this as a supply zone. Now, if you use a supply zone, as you guys can see that this supply zone is mitigated with this tap here. So this supply zone is mitigated, but I like the clean buy up, the last clean buy up and sell down before breaking market structure to the downside. So if we take this supply zone instead of this supply zone itself, you can see that this supply zone has not been, the first supply zone has not been tapped yet. So I am going to go ahead and use this first supply zone on NZD USD, and I am expecting the dollar to get stronger. So we may not even get this supply zone tap, but we'll just see. Market structure is very, very important when it comes to trading. So yeah, I am looking for this tap on NZD USD to further sell the dollar. Now for gold, gold is ready for me. I am expecting to sell off this beautiful supply zone. So as you guys can see, we have a nice buy up and then sell down, breaking the low to the left side of the market. And we already have liquidity made. So yes, I am looking to sell gold. Hopefully gold can give us that push up off the dollar strength. Hopefully gold can give us a push up if the dollar could just drop for us a little bit, and then we can get that beautiful two risk to reward tap in. All right, guys, but that'll be my bias for today, Friday, the 19th.